Hello and welcome to the My Wool Mitten podcast. My name is Carrie and I'm coming to you from the middle of the Mitten, Michigan's Lower Peninsula, where I live on a small sheep farm with my family, a flock of Corriedale and Shetland sheep, Kyle the Wonder Horse, Bailey and Badger, two good dogs, and B-Cat, the barn cat. I wanted to bring you a quick update on my knitting because I'm going to be out of commission for a little bit. I'm having some dental surgery, and so I probably won't be recording. Actually, was supposed to have it a while ago, and it was postponed, rescheduled. So, anyway, I thought I'd just give you a real quick update. These are the socks that I spoke about in one of my last episodes, 2 episodes ago, I think. Handspun, hand-knit socks. The colored fiber is from Merino Skua, British Blends, and I spoke about that in that episode as well. You can see it was 4 ounces. I split the braid into, or the roving into 4s and spun it, but I obviously didn't do it real evenly because my colors aren't the same, which is fine, perfectly all right. Toes and heel are in bunny toes, a bunny toes blend, Corriedale, alpaca, and Corriedale and llama in this one, and bunny. And then the top part, because I did want a taller sock, was some Coopworth and silk that I had on the bobbin that I just finished plying and used at the top. And you'll notice that the cuffs, the very top is different. I did ribbing on this one, which I didn't like, and so I just did garter stitch on this one. They're boot socks for me. They'll be up under my pant leg, so I don't care. And I really like the garter stitch on it better. A little bit heavier spin than what I normally do, probably just because not as much bounce in the fiber, but that's okay. They should wear well. These weigh in at 5.1 ounces. The braid was 4 ounces, and then with what I added for the toes and heel and then the top part of the leg. So that's finished. It was a super enjoyable spin. Merino's fiber it was beautiful. It was well prepared, drafted and spun easily. And so, yeah, I'm really happy with them. And so once that was finished, I moved quickly to cast on my next project, which I also spoke about in that video 2 videos ago, I think. I'll mention it in the description bar down below. And I'm going to show you what that was here now. So this is from the Handspun Hand Knit book, and it's called Honeycomb Mittens. I've made these before, and when I spoke to you before, I mentioned that I was going to use the little samples that I got from Serena at Wild in the Woods, and that's what these colors are. They were Advent from last year. And then this is my own yarn, farm yarn, Havre, which is Corriedale and alpaca. And I'm really happy with how they've turned out. I finished the first one. That's here. They're not blocked yet. They'll look even more dynamic when they've been blocked. And I worked them at the same time, but then I got excited and finished that one up. So now I've got just a few more rows to go on the second one. Size 3 mittens. No, I'm sorry, size 4 mittens on these. And I'm going to have enough left of the Advent colors, the dyed colors from Serena, to make a second pair. And I think I'll do those with maybe a charcoal, just to give it a totally different look. And these are the way that I opened the colors, or I chose them in the Advent box. And so I marked them by day, and so I think it worked out pretty good. The only thing, I did put this as a stripe. I thought it would really throw off the more muted colors in the hand. And at first I was like, oh, I wished I wouldn't have done that. But it's okay. It's okay. So again, these are the Honeycomb Mittens from Handspun Hand Knit, a book that I treasure. My farm yarn, and then yarn from Serena at Wild in the Woods. And they're really turning out nicely. You might see, I like to, I put my thumb stitches on hold, knit a little bit more, and then I like to finish the thumb because I find it really affects how much more I knit for the top of my hand. Sometimes I go, I think, oh, this is going to fit to the top of my hand, and then when I make the mitten, it pulls a little bit. I don't know if that's really making sense, but in my years of making mittens, that's something that I've discovered helps me out a lot. Plus then when I get the top finished, all I have to do is finish weaving in the ends, which I've been weaving them in as I go, and then I'll wash them and block them. So that was the second project started and nearly finished. So that's all for today, guys. I've got a couple other clips I think I can put with this, and then maybe a little bit of sheep, and then hopefully I'll heal up really quickly from my surgery and be able to get back to another podcast. Thank you again to Serena for these beautiful little sample yarns and their special little bobbins. See, here's how they came. Isn't that precious? Love it.